I would like you to comment on the future of the World Trade Organization because the Special Trade Representative Lighthizer and President Trump, they've essentially paralyzed the dispute settlement process. So when you're talking about this garden, and a major part of the gardening has been done by the World Trade Organization, and because of U.S. actions, it's on the verge of falling apart.
Yeah. Well, it's a very good question, and I think there really is reason to be concerned because, again, although Trump and the Trump administration have taken this to its sort of almost its extreme version and wants to view trade in a zero-sum way with every single nation in the world, including our allies, which essentially breaks the fundamental bargain at the heart of this liberal world order. And I just want to say a word about that. Countries at the end of World War II, not only Germany and Japan, but Britain and France, gave up essentially being the world powers that they had always been geopolitically and militarily, and basically ceded to the United States geopolitical hegemony within the liberal world order. In return, the United States did its best, not disregarding inevitable selfishness and mistakes here and there, but the basic deal was, we are not going to use our power to prevent you from getting rich. And in a way, the United States pursued what I like to call the Hyman Roth approach to foreign policy. For those of you who remember Godfather 2, I'm getting a lot of quizzical looks here, so maybe that movie. Anyway, Hyman Roth always made money for his partners. That's how come he survived as long as he did. But the United States, one of the great successes of American foreign policy has depended on our partners doing well, sometimes doing better than we were doing. The German auto industry was doing better than the American auto industry. We remember the panic, some of you may remember how panicked we were that the Japanese were overtaking us. But that was actually part of the glue that held this order together. That's a long way of answering your question. So now if we are, and the WTO was sort of, again, a rules-based system where we would allow ourselves to be constrained just like everyone else was constrained by these rules. And that sort of created this relatively open playing field, which we are now not willing to play on. My concern is that I don't know that there is even a scintilla of domestic opposition to Trump's trade policies. The one place where you might expect it, you wouldn't expect it, the Democratic Party is not more committed to free trade than the Republican Party is. And so the advent of a Democratic House, I think, is not going to serve as a check on Trump's trade policies. I think that the American public, it's been so long since they have heard an argument for free trade and the rules of the trading system. The other side has dominated the discussion. And so we are a long way from turning around public opinion on that, is my concern.